That's where she fucked up, bro. That's where she messed up. Should never did that. What's good, YouTube? Back with another reaction video today. This time we're doing 10 dumbest decisions in horror movies. This should be a good one, for sure. I've seen a lot of scary movies in my life, personally. My ultimate favorite is Halloween, by the way. Second is Scream, but there's so many dumb decisions in every single one of them. But what's a scary movie without dumb decisions? I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
See, me, I'm not a horror movie type of guy. Me growing up, like, my grandma used to force me to watch, like, scary movies. That shit had me having nightmares. Like, I used to be scared to go to sleep, like, for real.
Uh-oh, okay.
Like, that's why I stayed away from horror movies. But nowadays, you know, there's a time and place for them. Like, I fuck with them now.
Okay.
Now that I know they're acting, like, it's not as, like, terrible to me.
That's interesting.
So I haven't seen the...
I honestly did not know that about you, though. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
this gonna be interesting, because I fuck with scary movies so hard.
I'll let you know which ones I've seen.
I bet.
Yeah, it'll probably be none of them.
Okay. Alright. So this ooh so I look at so
Number 10, Jeepers Creepers Checking the Pipe.
What did he say?
My grandma forced
After
me.
practically being chased by a terrifying lunatic truck driver in the middle of literal nowhere,
I've seen newer Jeepers Creepers, but not this one.
our main protagonists, Dari and Trish, spot the shady,
loud,
sinister-looking character who was driving
This
the
is the one
truck,
with the hole? I
depositing
think
what
this is
looks
the
like a
one my
rolled-up
grandma forced
corpse
me to
into a
watch.
pipe at the side of the road.
The one with the hole?
Yeah, there's like a giant hole they fall in, I think. I'm pretty sure.
The shady-looking character then quite obviously stares down the two as they drive by, knowing that they witnessed what he had just done. Having to now dispose of the witnesses, the truck driver emerges once again, rearing Dari's car off the road before continuing on down the road.
No,
Now,
I've
a
seen.
normal
I haven't
person would just
seen
get out
this
of
old
there
one,
and
and if I
report the
have, it's been
incident
a
to the
minute.
first cop they
But
encounter.
I've seen the newer ones.
However,
The new
this
one's
wouldn't be a
pretty
horror
good.
movie
And it
without a
has some
horrible
in it, too.
idea.
I don't know about her.
Dari decides to go back and check out what was dumped inside the pipe, instead of getting to the nearest phone and calling the police. He ends up falling inside the pipe after getting scared by a couple of rats, and ultimately...
You hit space.
Alright, so first mistake he did is he went to go search for the problem. You don't go look for problems. For real, you go away from them.
Oh my god, we solved them bitches.
Yeah, unless you what's the Scooby-Doo crew? Yeah, Scooby-Doo crew. Unless you Scooby-Doo crew, don't go solve them.
Yeah, unless you a certified hitter and you just know you about to get popping off with some stuff, don't mess with it.
Unless you Drake from Uncharted, don't go try to solve some problems.
No cap, no cap.
becomes the creeper's next target. Number 9, Drag Me to Hell, Not Checking the Envelope.
Never heard of this.
At the end of Drag Me to Hell, after Christine had seemingly gotten rid of the cursed button that would send her to hell, Clay, her boyfriend, pulls out a familiar envelope containing none other than the cursed button. It turned out she had mistakenly gotten rid of Clay's envelope containing a quarter instead of the one containing the button. Had Christine simply made the right decision and checked the contents of the envelope first, she would have been freed from the eternal curse.
This is some little vampire type shit. You ever seen Little Vampires?
Little Vampire?
Little Vampire, yeah.
Never heard of that.
Oh, it's a little kid jump.
What the heck?
See, this is an old scary movie. That's old. See, that's real shit. CGI.
Number 8, the ending
I Am
of
Legend.
I Am
I've seen
Legend.
this one.
Bro, you know what's
At
crazy?
the end of I Am Legend, Robert...
Bro, I watched the movie for the first time last week.
What?
I Am Legend.
Really?
Yeah.
Last week?
Last week.
So that shit fresh in your head then?
I think I've...
Yeah,
kind of.
I get you. I get you.
decides to sacrifice himself by putting the
wasn't fully
antidote
paying
into
attention,
Anna's
but it was in
hand
front
and
of my
putting
face.
her and her son into a reinforced coal shed before pulling the pin off a grenade and blowing himself up along with the rampaging Darkseekers.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
So, yeah.
What he could have done differently, though, was just lob the grenade at them and get into the shaft, since it can obviously fit another person, and it would only take 2 steps for Robert to get inside. Number 7, Helen's death.
Look, so personally, like, I wouldn't say it was too bad of a dumb decision. Like, for real, he got the job done either way. And the mission, nobody really died in that moment. So, basically, he did what he had to do.
Bro, one thing I want to say is my favorite part of the movie is when he's like, he went up to the mannequin. He was like, how did you move? How did you move? Or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, who moved you? They went crazy, started shooting that shit.
From Freedom, where a marching band and onlookers are seen walking by, but Helen's pointless and foolish decision to turn around and look behind her at the last possible moment instead of running into the crowd of people is nothing short of moronic, and thus it leads to a death that could have been easily avoided. Number 6.
Got her
The
ass!
Hand Trap,
Saw, bro,
2.
the Saws go
Addison's
crazy.
death is one of the most
I seen a
easily
couple. I don't know
avoided
which
in the
ones they were,
entire
but I've
Saw
seen it.
series.
Saws go stupid,
Inside
for
of a
real.
glass box with 2 holes in it is an antidote. If Addison were to walk to the other side
Dumb.
of the box,
She shouldn't have did
she
that.
would have seen a lock with a key sticking out of it, which in turn would have unlocked the box and allowed her to access the antidote without harm. However, she makes the rash decision to put both of her hands inside of the holes, getting herself caught in the blades fitted in the holes.
Stupid as fuck. Yeah, she fucking herself up.
Number 5.
So look, so the craziest shit about all of the Saws is that they're all dumb. Like the, I don't really want to kind of like spoil it, but the whole point of the movie is activating your third eye. Let's put it that way, right?
Okay.
Cause there's shit that's obvious, there's shit that's not, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
less is more.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
5. Not closing the beach in Jaws. After hearing the news of a giant great white shark on the loose near the shore, Mayor Vaughn refuses to close the local beach and safeguard his citizens.
Look, we depend on the summer people here for our very lives.
You are not going to have to close those beaches. We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark. I mean, we're going to have to tell the Coast Guard. We're going to have to get shark repellent.
Deciding tourism income is more important than the actual safety of those tourists, Mayor Vaughn soon learns of the consequences for his greedy mistake.
What's the name about a shark?
Yeah, I think so.
Number 4. The Purge,
I'm lost.
letting
I don't
somebody
know.
into the
Purge
house.
is
and
hard.
What do you mean by that?
Purge
leaving the
goes
safe
stupid
room.
though.
Purge is hard.
There
Purge
were
was
so
like
many
rewatched
horrible
it multiple
decisions
times.
made in this movie that it would be hard not to include more than one. Firstly, one of, if not the biggest one, was when the
little nigga
son,
smart, too.
Charlie, decided
Yeah.
to disarm the house
creeper.
security system to allow a stranger into his
talking about him?
home on the
No, I'm
night of the
talking little
purge,
kid.
when
Yeah,
any
yeah,
stranger
yeah.
can rob you, hurt you,
Nah,
or
this shit
kill
was some
you and
stupid
your
shit.
entire family and get away with it. Not to mention, this man is also being chased by purgers.
That's the dude from the shop. What shop? It was I think it was just a convenience store, but it was at the beginning of the movie. They was holding that bitch down.
This idiotic decision is of course what led to everything afterward in the movie, including the death of Charlie's own father. Another ridiculous decision in the movie was the choice of the entire family to leave the safe room while their house is under attack.
Oh shit. Yeah, don't trust strangers, yo. For real.
When a load of maniacs are set to break into your house baying for blood, and you have a perfectly good safe room and a bunch of guns at hand, surely it makes sense to hold up there and blast away whoever so much as breathes near the door. But that would be too logical for a horror movie. So
Yeah,
the family
for real.
splits up, making themselves easier to pick off one by one.
Got his ass. Where you going?
Number 3.
Heaven! Oh, this one of my
Trying to
favorites, bro.
unmask Michael
Telling
Myers.
you, Resurrection.
In the beginning,
that
it
other
finally
exhibit.
captures Michael Myers.
You're a great actor too.
As she gets ready to cut the rope that he's dangling
Great
on and
musician,
end her
too.
nightmare forever,
Rapple.
she decides to unmask him and see if it's really her brother. She fails to realize that even though he's hanging upside down, his hands are still free.
Got her.
Number 2.
That's a little,
Scream
that's a little sis
Tatum's
though.
death. When the Ghostface killer traps Tatum in the garage, she actually manages to put up a good fight for a bit, getting the killer on the ground several times.
Yeah. The Scream killers be getting It's fucked up. Got him.
However, instead of kicking the killer while he's down or looking for
not
something
for
to use as a weapon
long.
in the garage, she decides to crawl out a pet door, which is clearly too small for her to fit into.
Yeah, that's where she fucked up, bro. That's where she messed up. Should have never did that. It was like, you should. It's for dogs, not humans. Come on now.
Saw
Look,
the foot
bro.
amputation.
I could spoil
After
this whole
being
movie
unable
for you
to reach
afterwards.
the phone with his arm,
If you want
Dr.
me to.
Gordon decided his
Sure, he was
only
bad,
choice
too.
was to sever
For
his
real.
foot. Or he could have used the saw to grab it.
Dude. There you have it.
Alright, that's it for the 10 dumbest decisions in horror movies. We're probably gonna react to another one because this one was kind of narrated too much.
Yeah.
Really trying to, watch it and decide for myself. Not trying to let somebody Hey, we're just gonna get into it.
Influence thought process type shit. Cause, yo.